Right, folks, this is it. This is New Year's Eve in around 4.5 hours or so. Silly idiots will be letting bloody fireworks off and upsetting dogs all over the country with no consideration for them. So this is it, folks. I just thought, me and June just thought we'd do a little video for New Year's Eve, didn't we, June?
We did.
Yes, June's looking.
Well, you did, and I just do as I'm told.
Since when's that fucking ever happened?
Yeah.
So I thought what I'd do, folks, is that I'll just have a bit of a chat about New Year's Eve as we used to do it back in the day. When I was a kid, me and my sister used to get dumped off at Granny Gert's with Uncle Steve and Auntie Sue. And we'd sit there and my granny would let me have a little bit of whiskey, and you'd see the New Year in, and she'd let you stop up and watch it, and then you'd have to sit there on the settee and you'd have to do the old Lang Syne thing. Where did you ever do that, June? Do you want to put that fucking Kindle down?
Old Lang Syne, yeah. My dad was very into New Year. He thought it was bad luck not to see the New Year in and all that stuff. And in actual fact, keep talking.
Oh, where are you going?
I just remembered something.
Looks like it's probably a Christmas present for me.
Yeah, I mean, I come from quite a big family.
Massive, fucking massive.
I'm
Like the Waltons.
I'm one of 5, and the extended family is enormous, and we would all gather.
When you say the extended family, is that including
Nephews.
your dad's other?
No.
Oh, right, because that's even bigger.
Just our family.
Yeah.
And we always used to have this big thing, and the whole family would get together, and it'd be a dinner put on, and then we'd all be together in the living room, and we'd be playing records as well. We'd be dancing, doing the okey-cokey and all that, and then the stroke of midnight came, and then my dad used to go round to everybody, and he used to give them money to bring luck, a piece of coal, and silver, I think it was, so a shilling or whatever. And when he died, when they were clearing out the house, he found one of these.
Right.
Show the folks.
So it's a little box.
We found 5 of them in this loft. And
there is a... Now, people, you probably hear me say pound notes or five notes or something like that. British pound notes. Now, when I say those kind of things, I am not saying it to be anti-EU. It's what we had when we were growing up. We had British pound notes. The Bank of England kind of thing. And that's where I say it from. It's nothing to do with the EU or anything like that, Brexit. It's what I know of. So June's got a pound note. She's got a piece of coal. And she has a...
It's a shilling, isn't it?
It's a shilling. What did Tommy Steele sing about?
That was a sixpence.
That was a sixpence.
Yeah, so after he died, he found 5 of these. They found 5 of these in his loft. They obviously intended for us to have them, his 5 kids. And
there you go.
And that's quite touching, really.
It is.
Yeah, my dad was a bit of a conundrum, really.
Yeah, it was your old man, he wanted to do the right thing, but he was just...
an idiot.
Yeah, as most blokes are. Yeah, like I say, I used to sit around my granny's, and we used to have the thing and the whiskey and that, and me and Uncle Steve and Auntie Sue and my sister. We used to do the old Lang Syne thing.
Lang Syne? Old Lang Syne?
Old Lang Syne, isn't it? How do you spell it? Sorry.
AULD. I think it might be a Scottish thing.
Well, the thing is, it's like you say, oh, it's New Year. New Year's not New Year. It's Hogmanay.
Yeah.
It's not.
That'd be good, wouldn't it? To go to Edinburgh.
Well, Babs, who I did the video around Melton with, drive around Melton. He is actually a jock. He says that he's English, but he ain't. He's a fucking jock. And he's up there now somewhere trying to catch a haggis and throwing bloody telegraph poles about wearing a skirt or something like that, with his knob out. So that's where Babs is at the moment. He's actually in Scotland doing that kind of thing. I've just made a few notes to actually go on about, to have a bit of a chat about, try and make this video interesting, try and make it worth its adverts. I've made it 30 minutes, over 30 minutes this video, so I don't know if the quality of the video is as good as it normally is or not, but there you go. Have you got any New Year's resolutions, June?
Have a buggery.
Have you out there in the BVM land?
Well, actually, I kind of have, but I've already made a start on it. Really, I'm trying to use
all the alcohol up in the cupboard, aren't we?
Yeah, use all that up.
I've been drinking all the leftovers. I'm trying to get rid of them. Everything here. I'm drinking Foster's bloody Audi bloody cider and everything. I'm trying to get rid of it all.
I'm trying to be better at the recycling thing, and I'm always also trying. I'm not perfect, and I don't claim to be, but I'm trying to switch to cruelty-free cleaning products, beauty products,
stuff that's not been tested on animals.
Yeah. So I'm trying to do that. I'm not perfect. There's some stuff that I buy that I have to buy because I can't get the cruelty-free version.
Yeah, there should be more cruelty-free stuff out there.
Yeah, and I think, to be honest, if we can all make a couple of changes, it does make a difference.
The idea is to keep Greta happy.
Who's Greta?
That Greta Thunberg.
Oh, right.
There is. I mean, you do actually see these things, don't you? Where it's all they're actually coming in slowly, all this cruelty-free. But I've still got them in mind. If I see a beagle, I want to go and offer it a fag.
Do you?
Yeah, and put lipstick on it. I know that's totally wrong, folks. Don't start abusing me. It was just a bit of a joke.
Yeah, so I want to try and be better at that. I have made a start on that already, and I want to be better at it, and I intend to. But other than that, not really, because I think you're just setting yourself up for failure, really.
Yeah, I this time next year I want to be a millionaire. What are you laughing at? It might happen.
It bloody won't.
This time next year I might be sitting
well
here
saying,
Del
Boy.
Yeah, I might be a millionaire. You never know, do you? I want to lose a bit of weight. I don't want to lose loads of weight, because sometimes when you lose too much weight, you look like you're ill. And when you're a big fat lad like me,
you're going to have a lot of loose skin.
Yeah, you're going to have a lot of loose skin. It's going to be all flapping around here and all that kind of thing.
You'll look like a scrotum.
I'll look like some out of fucking Doctor Who. The Ood, them bold ones.
I don't watch
bold
Doctor
ones,
Who.
isn't
Don't
it?
watch Doctor
Who. No, so I've not really got any resolutions as such. I just want to probably look after my body a bit better. So I'm going to start knocking all these alcoholic beverages ones. And old people going, oh no, don't do that. Don't stop the pub ones and the drunk ones. Well, I probably won't stop them, but they've got to be slimmed down.
You've got to be slimmed down.
Yes. Where I live, we came by a pub and they're charging £20 a ticket to get into this pub for New Year's Eve.
We don't actually go out New Year's Eve.
No, well, we did talk about it, didn't we? But it seems just such a fucking fuss.
Yeah, and June's such a lightweight, she can't manage more than about an hour or two.
You were all right the other night on Christmas Eve, weren't you? But
yeah.
When we used to go out back in the day...
well, I had to be the responsible adult, because you weren't. Well, he went into the Chinese takeaway because suddenly he decided he needed takeaway. And he was yelping, shouting his bloody head off.
Well, the Chinese, when I used to go in when I was drunk years and years ago, they had a bench, but they had round seats. And when it first opened, we used to do Star Trek, so we'd energise from one thing over to the other one.
How old were you?
About 24.
Oh, you're old enough to know better then. Anyway, he was yelping and carrying on, and me and Ginger says to him, shush, you're shouting. And he said, everybody needs to hear it.
They do need to hear it, I just didn't have a camera at the time. So we used to dress up, and I mean, I think, I can't remember, we went out years and years ago. I mean, Rob Burton, the late, great Rob Burton, he dressed up as Freddie Mercury once. But he had a coffin round him. I went out as Robert Maxwell, and I had I went and bought a stair rail, so it looked like the rail off his boat. I had the big bushy black eyebrows, not the big bushy ginger ones I've got now. I had a load of fake photocopied money. I had a blow-up fish, a cactus.
I thought you said blow-up doll.
No, I didn't have a blow-up doll. I didn't have Holly Willoughby with me. I had a big blow-up fish, and I was giving out all this photocopied money to the pensioners at the Cons Club in Barra, and it was just a great night, and we used to dress up as no end of things. I can remember Jim Alford once, he dressed up as Dusty Bin. That was a good one. Then one year we all went out as Hare Krishnas. We'd all got sheets, and we dyed them all orange. And believe it or not, folks, I actually had to buy a bold cap because at the time I wasn't bold. Yeah, that was good, and we used to just have really good nights. But what we happened to do, we started a pub, and when we do a pub crawl around the village, so every pub in the village got our money. But now there seems to be this big thing where you charge £20 to get in for the night, and they've got you.
Yeah, that's
and
wrong,
it just don't seem right. It just don't seem.
Well, to be quite honest, I mean, we've actually said, haven't we? The village, it's lost its heart, really, hasn't it? We went into a pub that was renowned for being a villager's pub.
Yeah.
And it was full of outsiders, wasn't it? And they didn't fit.
Yeah, it was like the villages nowadays, they're growing that big, they're chucking all these houses up, and it's like the people who move to the village, then they go into the pubs, and it's like they take over the pubs, and they're all hard, fucking, and you feel
all
like
bloody called Tarquin.
Yeah, you just want to give them a slap, and it's like they're walking around thinking, well, how did the village survive without you until we got here? Because we're fucking individuals, you knob. We don't fit into the clique what you all want to fucking be. Just be individuals. Don't all walk around in the same Jules clothing and all that kind of shit. And all wear rugby tops. Just drive fucking stupid 4x4. Buy a van. No, don't buy a van, because a van's an individual thing for me.
Okay.
But no, that's it. Yeah, that's what New Year's used to be about for us. We used to go out dressed up, and then you'd just like fall home, and
yeah, I think that's alright, isn't it? When you're younger, but I mean, certainly for me, New Year's Eve has lost its appeal.
Yeah, it has. It's just
like I say, when my dad sort of fell off the scene, we kind of stopped celebrating it as such.
Yeah.
We just watched a bit of telly. If we felt like we were awake enough, we'd stay up to see the new year in. But pretty much, we stayed in.
Yeah.
And then when I left home, we pretty much stayed in. I think I went out a few times with you when we first met, didn't we? But
Snowing dressed up as a flasher, didn't he? He got the long coat on and the skimpy underwear and the trousers that were cut off round the knees.
Did you do that as well?
Oh yeah, I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you all did it. You all dressed as flashers. It wasn't just snowing.
You know, I thought I dressed up as something else that night.
No.
Gavin Greavesy did Trevor and Simon. Swing your pants.
You did something because weren't you wearing my knickers?
No, that was a Christmas do, weren't it? Because what happened was people were going around pulling boxer shorts down, didn't they? And of course, because the boxer shorts come down easy, your fucking cock would fall out. Well, I put your knickers on, didn't I? So when they pulled my pants down, my cock was still in your knickers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were great days. I'm just I'm just reading through my notes here, people, just seeing what I've wrote down. Like I say, I've got back in the day. I mean, are really people bothered about New Year's Eve now?
I don't think they are. I mean, I've been in work town. I don't think anybody's celebrating New Year's Eve.
Well, I know a lad, Andy Jewett, I used to work with. He Gin's ear lover.
Yeah.
And Andy Jewett, and he went out in Loughborough a few years ago, and he put a picture on Facebook, and there was absolutely no fucker out on New Year's Eve. Nobody. It was dead, and it's just but the thing is, it's all these like we just said earlier, all these places just price themselves out the market, and all the people do is just go up to Aldi, Lidl, Bargain Booze, wherever, and just have a party at home. It's a lot better. All people just fucking stop in.
Yeah.
You know, the clubs and that, they're making it absolutely ridiculous.
I think there's just a lot of pressure to or forced jollity, shall we say, around Christmas and New Year. And to be quite honest, I never enjoy Christmas or New Year. I never enjoy it because one, I'm working right up until the last minute, and then
she's an elf.
Yeah, and then once it's here, it's just a mad frenzy of dashing around, and then I've got 2 days off work, and then I'm back in work. So
yeah, it's not like Christmas of the 70s, is it? But,
no, and everywhere's open, isn't it? And
yeah.
I mean, what was all that rubbish about people going into the sales at 5
yeah.
o'clock in the morning on
Boxing Day morning. What fucking hell are you thinking? Are you really that desperate for a bargain that you've got? Are the shops really that desperate they've got to open on Boxing Day? Just have another day off.
An open day off.
Because what happens is people who have got family who can't see family on Christmas Day will go and see their family on Boxing Day. You know how it is. Oh no, we're going to see my mother on Christmas Day, and we'll see your mother on Boxing Day. Fucking on. Shut up, we're going my mother's. Well, we're not going my mother's. He's dead. But that's what it is. So if they go to Christmas Day at one place, then they get a load of money. Then they go somewhere else on Boxing Day and get more money in an envelope because they didn't know what to buy. I thought, I'll give you the money. You get yourself what you want instead of me buying your shit. Then they can go to the sales after Boxing Day. The people who work in the shops get an extra day off, and you lot get more money because they can't keep it in the pocket. It's burning a hole in there.
Yeah, it's just madness, isn't it?
It is. It's not. It's just. It is. It's madness. So let's move on a little bit here then. We do hate the start of a new year, don't we?
Yeah, we don't like it.
Because the weather's shit. People haven't got any money. And then you're thinking, it's like, you think, oh, what we're going to be this time next year is watching what's happened, or, you know, or there's always... people look onto a new year with fondness and...
No, I don't.
Well,
I always get a bit of a sense of impending doom.
Yeah, it's like...
What shit's going to be thrown at us?
Life's gone well for us at the moment, but what's going to... But there again, you see, some people might be looking at it and think, well, that was a shit year. I trod on a nail in February, I got my foot infected and I've lost my toe or something like that, or whatever, somebody's died in EastEnders and...
Yeah, but other than your YouTube thing, nothing's gone particularly great for us, has it?
Well, nothing's really gone wrong.
It's been alright, it's just been ticking along, hasn't it? But it's not...
Well, they're the kind of years you want, isn't it?
We had a nice holiday, didn't we? And that was...
Yes, if people have seen my holiday video, have a look where we went and some of the videos I did there, we had quite a nice time. We've got this thing in our family, I don't know if you people out there do it as well, but June will not wash
New Year
clothes, not herself. She will wash herself. Well, I'll wash her if she wants me to. If she was bedbound, I'd be more than willing to wash you really, really fast in some parts.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, that's okay.
That's something to look forward to.
It will be. But you won't wash clothes.
Don't do laundry
Don't do laundry on New Year's
Day.
Because you will wash somebody out the family. I don't know how that fucking works because you'll end up with a relative who is 143.
I know,
We've all got to go one day, June.
I know, I'm not especially superstitious, to be quite honest. I'm not.
I've never seen you walk under a ladder.
We haven't got a ladder. But no, things like no crossed knives and no crossing on the stairs and...
Fucking hell, you ain't going to cross anybody in our stairs because Gingy's in bed.
If you see a magpie, you got to say "Morning, Mr. Magpie" 3 times.
Yeah, what's all that about? I've fucking seen loads of magpies. I see loads of magpies, and I've never said fuck all like that. I've never heard anything about that. That's just ridiculous. First time I heard about that was on Top Gear.
So I'm not especially superstitious, but that one I just don't risk it because if somebody did die that year and you'd done laundry on that day, you'd never forgive yourself.
Well, what about when people have died and you didn't do laundry and you're walking around in dirty pants?
Then my mother used to say, "Don't be so bleeding stupid. What do you think they do in hospital? Do you think they not wash on New Year's Day?" But then I think, how many people died?
In hospitals. Well, you need dead people. You need dead people, or funeral places would go bust, undertakers would go bust, and the world would be overpopulated with zombie-like kind of people. So you need dead people.
I'm sure you do, but... Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm not washing.
No, June's not washing. I've just been watching, folks, right? Just going off the plot a little bit. Miss Marple and Poirot on ITV3. I'm a big fan. I've just put this out on Twitter. Who would you have playing Miss Marple and Poirot now? I'll leave that there. Put the comments in below and we'll go from there. But what I want to do now, folks, I feel like I'm an actual TV show now. I'm sitting here now and I've got the auto cue coming up.
Oh, you fool.
Cool. What I want to do now, folks, I just want to have a little recap of my year. This will probably all bore you to fucking death. No, I don't. I've missed something out here. See, this is the trouble with auto cue. It don't go in the right place. I was going to say that TV's normally crap at this time of the year, but last year we had Madness on BBC One, didn't we? On New Year's Eve.
Yes, because I actually managed to stay up, didn't I?
Yeah, and I think the other year they had, I can't remember who it were, but the year before that they had Robbie Williams. And we had a bit of a Robbie Williams binge last night, didn't we, Ju? We
did.
Because we were watching Take That with the three of them. Mark Owen, Gary Barlow.
And the other one.
And the other one, I don't know whether it was Jason Orange or Howard. I think they were at Cardiff. And they basically filled the fucking place out. Fair play to them.
But it was just lacking something.
But it was lacking Robbie. So anyway, they were singing The Flood. And the beginning of The Flood is like, standing on the edge of forever. And that's Robbie's bit. That is fucking Robbie's bit. It's not Howard or Jason who was singing it. That's Robbie's bit. And so we put The Flood on, didn't we? And then we ended up watching about an hour's and a half worth of Robbie Williams. So yeah, TV's normally shit. Right, back onto my bit now.
Your year.
My year. Oh, the judge, fucking hell.
What about my year?
What about your year? You've been there. You've become a YouTube star in with me. People have seen you the other day. They thought you were gorgeous.
They were just being kind.
Well,
That was a dirty laugh.
Who, yours or mine?
Yours.
Mine? Have I got a dirty laugh?
Sid James.
Yeah, I like Sid James. We've been watching Carry On films and all, haven't we?
Yeah.
I really do love a Carry On film. I think this is where probably most of my humour for my YouTubing thing comes from. I don't particularly copy anybody. What you see with me is what you get.
Well, I think it's just the way we were brought up, wasn't it? Because you've got all the Carry On films, you've got On the Buses, you've got Elf Garnet.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, Alf Garnet. Oh, you can't mention Alf.
Yeah, and Love Thy Neighbour.
Love Thy Neighbour. You can't watch them as well. And
yeah, and
who were the Arthur Mullard and Else? Not Else.
Selwyn Froggatt.
Selwyn Froggatt. No, but they used. They ran the pub.
Oh, the Pickles.
Yeah, the Pickles. Yeah, and all that. And it's Benny Hill. I mean, it's all of it is really politically incorrect now.
Yeah, it is.
But
you've got like Rising Down and George and Mildred and Man About the House, and it was all very sexist.
Very, very sexist and very
funny.
Yeah, fucking hilarious, to be fair. You watch some of it on there now. I mean, I've been watching Gavin and Stacey, right, because Ricky at work's going, you got to watch it. You got, and I just don't get it. I just don't see what is funny about Gavin and Stacey.
Yeah, but that might be because we're perhaps a little bit too old for it.
But I will say, I watched them smoking the spliff, and I did find that funny, because that is a little bit what happens. Yeah, I just cannot understand Gavin and Stacey. But sit me down watching George and Mildred and
Man About the House,
and all them. I fucking love them.
70s
Carry On
sitcoms.
films.
70s sitcoms.
Carry On films. You cannot get better entertainment than Carry On films.
Well, in fact, even Ginge, because I don't think she's ever watched a Carry On film, is she? Because she's always on a phone or whatever. And she was watching a bit of it today, and she was laughing all the time at the silliness of it, wasn't she?
It is. It's just absolutely. Carry On at Your Convenience is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
And I just love it. So.
You like Joan Sims though, don't you?
Oh.
Joan Sims, you love her. You'd like me to be like Joan Sims, wouldn't you?
Well, no, because I like you because you're you. But Joan Sims is just.
You even picked me because I've got a name, a bit like Joan.
Yeah. Joan Sims in the late 60s, early 70s, stunning, attractive lady. So, the throat's going again.
Have a bit bit of gin.
Have a bit of gin. I've got cider gin. I've had beer. I've been trying to drink all my beers at. That's quite nice, isn't it? That Tesco's gin liqueurs. So what I'm going to say, folks, is obviously around February time, my life changed dramatically. Yeah, I was discovered by some big hairy Geordie bloke who obviously put me on his channel, along with Lawrence, and. I haven't really looked back since, have I?
It's meant, the biggest change for you is it's meant you're not working nights anymore.
Yeah, this is, I mean, don't get me wrong, right, folks. Probably most of you people know about my, I won't say rise to fame, but the change of my life, because most of you have been here.
Right from the get-go, aren't they?
Yeah, right from when Brian discovered me, most of you have been here, but I've had a steady increase in subscribers. And I've got to say a big thank you to Brian and Lawrence. I know this is the last time I'm going to actually say all this thank you stuff. And to Elliot Hackney, who was Elliot's.
Well, most of all, your subscribers and your viewers. Subscribers and your viewers.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's Elliot's that has actually guided me and shown me the errors of my ways and showed me what to do. And
well, he's done a better job than me then, because I've tried 20 years.
Yeah, well, these things. But it's also things like I've met Hugh and Rory on the kickoff.
Yeah.
I've been on the kickoff 3 times, but some of my proudest moments of helping like local businesses, things like I've helped Rebecca at the Foot Clinic and the beer pharmacy.
Yeah.
Big Dave, we ain't been seeing Big Dave for a while, have we?
We've just been busy though, haven't we?
And I've done the Supreme Fish.
We've been in a bit of a cheese and food coma though, haven't we, for the last week.
Excuse me, folks. I've been and seen like the Supreme Fish Bar in Loughborough and the Plan Burrito and the little bloke who's outside the Greek Taverna thing in Loughborough. It's all been amazing, but it's things like people stopping me for a photo. Wherever we've been, I mean, we was in Nando's the other day, weren't it? Some lads like, hey, you Blue Van Man? Yeah. So can I have a photo? And then like we come out, and then there's 3 more lads waiting for have a photo, and it's quite amazing. I'll never ever try and turn anybody down. Well, I've never turned anybody down because
no. You've had, I think, it for me the fact that you've helped some people as well, especially the debt one, because we're still getting messages. Yeah, I'm
still getting messages on my debt one that things have improved for them. People have decided to tell you
and
what.
And the bereavement one,
the bereavement one, the anxiety one. They've all, they're all helping people, and it's quite amazing. If it only
helps one, that's nice, isn't it?
But it's carried on, and then the other things that have happened in this last 10 months or so is I've been on Radio Leicester with Adi Damon, the morning show bloke. He's swapping his channel. He's going in the afternoons from 4 till 6. And as I said, I've been on the kickoff 3 times, which is unbelievable. And it's still an overawing experience when you go on there, because you're sitting there. You've obviously got Brian, it's his show. You've got Lawrence, it's his show. Then you've got Hugh, and they're 3 very knowledgeable blokes. And then you've got Rory chipping in, and to try and chip in as well and not step on their toes. It is quite.
Well, I guess they all know each other very well, don't they? So they can comfortably take the piss out of each other and jump in, and it's no different to you being down the pubs talking to your mates, is it?
No, it ain't.
But when you're an outsider, the last thing you want to do is appear to be a cock.
Yeah, and I am a cock, but it's great. The actual being on the kickoff is just the same of being down the pub, watching the football and chatting with your mates. Just turn the sound off on Sly Sports and just sit there having a chat. It's brilliant. And like I say, it's also changed my job, so I've come off nights.
Yeah, you're still working full time.
I'm still working full time.
Don't be under any illusion.
No, it's just that I'm not. Yeah, we're not making millions. That'll be next year. You don't
be a twat.
No, I won't be a twat. So that's all good stuff. I've had the great pleasure of meeting Lucy Fallon out of Corrie, who played Bethany, and I've met her lad, fella Tom Leach, who got me tickets for the wrestling. This is all things that would never have ever happened if I'd have actually listened to June and Ginge and stopped this YouTubing thing, because they were against it at the beginning, but
we tolerate it.
we tolerate it, don't we? Also, just a few mentions of the fact that I've had merch out. This is where Elliot comes in. Elliot's, you know, sorted all that out for me. So to have merch out, you never know, we might have it out again soon. I've got over 10,000k on Instagram and 17.6 on Twitter. You know, this shouldn't be happening to a 51-year-old bald fat lad from Loughborough, should it?
No.
What the fuck's wrong with you lot? What is going on? And the other thing is, I was actually in the Leicester Mercury. I had a page 3 article on me in the Mercury. And
yeah, and our very good friend Drew from Dutch Creek
we
made us send him a copy of
we sent Drew a copy. If you know, and the other thing is that I've actually been in touch with other YouTubers and helped them a little bit. People like Tom Bailey, who's a mate, who's my mate's brother. You know, it's just nice to help them along. Dazza Does. I do like watching Dazza Does, and there's a girl called Min's Meals, and we're going to review some stuff, me and Min, because she's a Leicester girl. And it's just nice to help these other people like Drew, Dutch Creek Cabin, and Bobblehead Homestead, just to help those a little bit along. I don't know, obviously Brian True Geordie's helped me along a lot further than them, but if I can just help somebody get a couple of 100 subscribers.
Well, it's nice that we've got chatting to her, isn't it?
Yeah, and all that.
And not forgetting Deanna, who came from...
Deanna,
who came over from...
Yeah, she's coming. She's always leaving nice little comments, and it's absolutely brilliant. But I'm going to wind this up. The main thing that really I can't believe happened to me is that I actually gave Jamie Vardy his Player of the Month award. There is a lot bigger Leicester fans out there. Well, perhaps not as big as in 6'5".
Perhaps more dedicated.
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot more dedicated than me, who should have done that. But it was an absolute honour to be able to do that. So yeah, there you go. But so this is it, folks. We are stopping in tonight, aren't we, June?
we are stopping in. We might pop out for a couple tomorrow.
Yeah, we might pop out tomorrow for a couple. We might go and have a bath or a shower together in a minute.
I'm not having a shower with you. You take up too much room.
That's all right. You can stand under my belly.
I won't get wet then, will I?
Exactly.
Yeah. It's the start of a new decade as well, isn't it?
Start of a new decade, the Roaring 20s. Let's see if they do roar. Is this when people do the...
That's the one.
Is that the one?
Yeah, that was the start of a real change, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Real change.
I don't know, I weren't
Well, no, you weren't, but... Yeah, people started. Women were much more independent. They had jobs.
All the single ladies.
Yeah. They went to nightclubs and Bright Young Things.
Yeah.
They were called.
Were they?
I don't know whether they were, but that's what they were called.
I suppose they were adventurous, weren't they, back in the 20s to do that?
Yeah, I think so. And yeah, the style of dress changed as well, didn't it? After the First World War.
Yeah. Well, Downton Abbey, you see.
Yeah.
That's why I like Downton Abbey, because of the fashion and the changing of the things. Oh, got to mention Uncle Steve, haven't we? Uncle Steve's a big part of my channel. You know, people keep asking to see Uncle Steve. I've got to get over there and see Uncle Steve and Auntie Sue. And all that kind of stuff. But no, folks, what it is, this was just a little video to try and finish off. Well, it wasn't try and finish off, it is to finish off the year.
Well, you just wanted to say thank you.
I did, yeah. We both wanted to say thank you for all the support and all the subscribers and all... You know, the watching of the videos and the adverts, it's...
And anybody who comments, whether that it be negative or positive, it's all good. We do read them all.
Yeah, Midnight Toker. What a fucking legend he is. Fucking hell. Midnight Toker does actually say, I know he don't speak kind of everybody. Midnight, when I do this thing with Min's Meals, right, don't upset her. I actually went and found her to do the review with. Alright, mate, so she's alright. She didn't want anything of it, but I like her. She's just funny, she cracks. There's one video where she buys something, she's winding down the window, and she's blah, 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 blah. Then she's like, winds the window back at her, and it just fucking cracks me up.
Why is she not a windy window? afford it these
I
days.
don't know. Everybody's rich like you, June.
I'm not rich.
Well, there you go.
I've got what have I got?
Mini Cooper D.
Yeah, but how old is it? What year is it? It's nearly 10 years old.
Well, yeah, but it weren't when you bought it. How much were it? Well, I don't fucking know, do I?
I bought it because you told me to buy it. I didn't want it, but anyway, it was about £5 on it.
I think it was more, wasn't it? We're at 5.5.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So, whatever, yeah. So, anyway, she does this thing with the window wiper, and then she fucking cracked me up. And that's when I thought, I've got to do a video with this gal, because she just had me in stitches. So, yeah, that's all it is, folks. Just wanted to finish off the year with a little video and a chat. People seem to like these chats.
And just thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much for everybody who supported us and subscribed to us. Right, 8 o'clock, what we're going to do now, June? Go and watch some shit telly.
Yeah, well, I'm reading my book.
You're reading your book. I've recorded a load of carry-on film, so...
That's you sorted.
That's me sorted. I'll probably go and knock one out over Joan Sims.
Yeah, anybody, have a lovely new year.
Yeah. If you don't have a lovely new year, have a shit one. It can only get fucking better then, can't it?
Yeah,
All right,
have a
folks.
lovely new year.
Laters.